recent weeks, we've been actively reporting from several significant global events in New York City. These events included the Summit of the Future Action Days, the Summit of the Future, the United Nations Global Compact Leaders Summit, Fridays for Future, and many others. Throughout these pivotal gatherings, we had the privilege of connecting with an array of remarkable individuals, leaders, innovators, and activists from around the globe. Our team conducted numerous in-depth interviews, exploring their perspectives on some of the most pressing issues of our time, including climate change, social inequality, and technological progress. In the coming weeks, we will be sharing these insightful interviews, stories, and behind-the-scenes highlights from our experiences at these events. Stay tuned.
Hello, this is Martin Caponi, still from the Harvard Club New York. And now with me is Mr. Derek Yach, a very famous developer in health and formerly director of the World Health Organization. Hello, Mr. Yach.
Hello, nice to be with you.
Mr. Yach, can you please tell us something about your mission, about your position as a developer in health and reducing of smoking?
Yes, I've spent almost 40 years being concerned about the fact that smoking is the largest preventable cause of death in the world, still killing over 8 million people a year. And when I was at the World Health Organization, I was part of the team to develop the first treaty for WHO to address tobacco. I saw over the years that the government regulatory approach, taxes, advertising bans, and so on, were starting to have a progress, but nowhere near as fast as I hoped would happen. In the last decade, we've seen tobacco harm reduction products, vapes, e-cigarettes, heated tobacco products, nicotine pouches, and so on, actually being taken up by well over 100 million people worldwide and being associated with them smoking substantially less and reducing their probability of premature death. So my mission, certainly in this meeting we have here, is to bring together people from the public sector, the private sector, academia, civil society, to see how we can reduce the 8 million deaths a year dramatically. And we think we have the means to do it.
Okay. Can you imagine that the people out don't know that this has happened here now in New York, a very, very important summit like that?
Well, there are 1,000 events this week in New York, and I suspect there are probably maybe 50, 60 do know. But you're right, and I think the problem is that the global health needs are so many that you have major meetings on everything from undernutrition, the health of women, AIDS, we still post the pandemic, that it's very difficult for people to focus. I've always argued that this is why I went into it 40 years ago. This is the single most preventable cause of death, affecting particularly adults across the world and many in the developing world.
Okay, Mr. Yach, thank you so much for your time. And all the best for your mission.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
This was Martin Caponi for Global Society News.